A warning to all about to listen to this podcast. The following audio may contain spoilers, content unsuitable for younger viewers and immature man-children, unnecessary profanity, and definite bad opinions. Now that you know what to expect, let's get on with the show.
Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of the Anime Abroad podcast. This week we're going to be talking about our first impressions of the spring season so far. I am joined by... I am Tom, and I am joined by Cassie.
Right.
And Ravi.
Hey guys.
The three of us have been called the Good Opinion Trio by ourselves.
I was going to say that.
We're ranking ourselves off here.
I think we're the only ones who say that.
We are the only ones who say that, but it doesn't make it
Other people's opinions obviously don't matter.
No, obviously, because we have the good opinions.
Exactly.
It's actually really... I'm trying to think when the last time that the three of us recorded a podcast was.
Just the three of us, or?
Yeah, just the three of us. It's been like forever. Like we did that free one
a while ago.
Oh, it might have been free. It's definitely before the hiatus. So
yeah,
it's kind of cool that we got the band back together. That's cool. Okay, question of the week. I've already forgotten it. It was good though. What was it?
The weirdest thing you've
What
ever
was
eaten.
it? Oh,
Weirdest thing that you've ever eaten. Okay, Cassie, you said you've got some good answers.
This is the first thing that came to mind. So, sometimes when I get really drunk, I decide I'm gonna go cook, and I get really creative. So the worst thing, like, there's so many stupid fucking things I've done, and I wake up feeling sick, and I'm like, what the fuck did I do? I thought it was a good idea to make pancakes and put beef ramen flavoring in them.
Nice.
Oh.
Holy shit, that was bad.
Oh.
So yeah,
that's
that
like
is
mixing two things that should never go together.
that is the
That's
weirdest
like a
thing
really
I've ever made.
ill-advised idea.
Yeah, I don't even know why
Did you
the
put
idea
syrup
came
on
to me.
them?
Yeah,
Did you finish the pancakes?
I ate like 2, and I had a bunch left over. And when I woke up in the morning, I like hesitantly tried it again, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
Wait. Okay, so you got drunk and did this at like what, 2 a.m. or something?
Yeah, it's probably around then.
So, I mean, that's pretty
Why would
bad.
you make pancakes at 2 a.m. though?
I don't know.
She did say she was drunk.
I have no excuse
Pancakes
for
takes
any
an
of this.
effort to make. That is not something you should be attempting to do when you're drunk.
I made curry last time I was drunk.
Was it good?
Yeah, actually, you can't fuck curry up. That's why I like it so much.
I mean, do you
Fair
just
enough.
like get the jar of sauce?
No, I mixed all the
Or do you make
spices in
drink?
that.
I mean, you can fuck that up. Unless you're literally just cooking meat, cooking rice, and getting a jar of sauce.
I just
you can't
I just
fuck
made the
that.
sauce and then like threw in like potatoes, carrots, and cooked rice, and it was fine.
Nice.
I don't know.
Did you, were you like that guy from Soma? The curry guy?
I haven't seen Soma yet.
Like sniffing all of your, sniffing all of like your spices and just getting the perfect combination. And when you feed it to someone, their
He
clothes
literally
explode off them.
meditates on his spices.
Yeah, he does. He did, didn't he?
He is the perfect Indian,
He is.
except he has white hair.
Don't you
You know.
think that's a good aesthetic though? Like brown skin and white hair.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
it's
definitely.
great. I love that.
It's cool. Yeah.
Well, note to self.
Nice. Okay, have you got anything else though, Cassie? Is that the pinnacle?
That was the weirdest one, so I'm just gonna go with that one.
Okay, fair enough. Ravi, what have you got?
Okay, it's not it's not like an intentionally weird thing that I sought out, and it's a normal thing. But in this situation, it was weird. So Tostitos. I don't know if they have them elsewhere, but they're basically just like nacho chips.
Yeah, corn chips.
Just like dry, salty, plain flavored nacho chips. You use like dip on them and everything. There was this bag that I found at my house one time, just like shoved in the back of in the dark corner of a closet somewhere, and it was very clearly expired.
Was it open or closed?
It was closed.
Okay.
So I was just like, these probably wouldn't go bad. Maybe they'd be a little stale. That was the worst decision I have made about food in my whole life.
How bad was it?
I immediately threw it out of my mouth. I had to rinse my tongue off for like 10 minutes.
How was it that bad?
And it tasted like fucking garbage. What is that called? Tonic water, but without the dry consistency of like very stale chips, all like mushed together after I had chewed them, and like just pure
How
quinine
expired were
being
they?
stuck on your tongue and like inducing a gag reflex automatically. I don't know how expired they were. Maybe about a year old. But you'd assume that like the amount of preservatives in that bag.
Well, if it was still closed, I would have assumed it'd be fine.
Yeah.
No, I think that was literally animal instinct just kicking in and being like, "What the fuck are you doing? Throw the shit out of your mouth immediately." So yeah, that's the weirdest thing I've ever eaten.
Do you not have anything like exotic or anything?
I'm a vegetarian, so I don't. Are
you a vegetarian? I actually didn't know that about you.
Really?
I actually didn't know that. No.
I also don't eat eggs.
Oh, so but do you drink milk?
Yeah. So I'm a lacto-vegetarian.
Okay. Is that like
that's a religious thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm Sikh, so like we're not supposed to eat meat or like any meat, but like I extend that definition to eggs as well. I mean, obviously the eggs not fertilized, etc.
I could not live without eggs.
Do you have a Ravi? Okay, let's be honest here. Do you have a perfect record, or have you ever accidentally like tripped and slipped on some bacon and it fell in your mouth? You know what I'm saying?
No, I used to eat meat. I gave up meat.
Oh, you gave up meat? When did you give up meat?
When I was about like 9-10 years old.
Oh wow! Talk about like kids making bad decisions.
Yeah, I did when I was 12, I think.
We've been going strong for like 10 years, 10, 12 years.
Cool. Yeah. So I mean, like my answer would literally just be meat though, because I was trying to think, like if I've ever eaten like something that's really fucked up, like really.
Yeah, I mean, if you've like eaten cat or something, then
no, I've never eaten cat. I've never eaten cat. Like I've never eaten something that's like really rancid. I think I've been lucky in that regard. I've also never done what Cassie's done and eaten something like really fucking stupid. Like for the most part, my brain tells me if something's probably a bad idea, don't put it in your mouth.
Actually, along that line, when I was younger, I used to drink Coke with milk. Yeah.
Honestly, that actually sounds worse than like drinking the blood and milk thing that like African villages.
It's pretty much just a paralyzer without the alcohol.
Yeah, that sounds awful. No, so I was thinking, and I've tried alligator, I've tried ostrich, and I've tried kangaroo.
Which one did you like best?
Oh, I can't remember. It was so long ago. I think to a degree I liked all of them. I remember kangaroo being quite gamey, and I think I would say I like kangaroo the least. But it was a long time ago. I've also I tend to be quite adventurous, but even then it's like I'm adventurous for a British person, which is like
So you're not adventurous?
No, not really. I mean like oysters and snails and shit like that. You know. I put the wasabi on my supermarket sushi sometimes. Sometimes if I'm feeling brave, sometimes I'll do that.
Oh man, I can't eat sushi without wasabi or soy sauce.
Oh, I put soy sauce. Oh my god, soy sauce and ginger on, but I tend to leave the wasabi off. It's pretty overpowering.
So you eat fish, Ravi?
No, I eat the like.
Oh, you can have yeah. I mean, a lot of supermarket sushi is without fish because obviously you can't be putting raw fish.
I've tried vegetarian sushi and I didn't like it.
It's okay. It's okay. I like it.
There's like a lot of different kinds, like avocado, cucumber, etc.
I like pepper. I like the crunch of pepper.
Man, avocado actually sounds pretty good. I'd try that.
Yeah, the avocado one's probably my favorite. Maybe there's a lot, and I haven't tried them all, obviously.
I mean, I've had like chicken in a supermarket sushi before. They'll just put anything in there.
What do we have in the kitchen?
I mean, it's not though because like
like a weird awful like what the fuck? Why is there chicken in sushi? Kind of like that just doesn't.
Yeah, but I mean, from like a philosophical perspective, that is wrong. That's like morally and ethically wrong. But from a taste perspective,
I'm sure it tastes fine. But...
So it tastes absolutely fine because chicken doesn't taste like shit. So you just put it in your mouth and chew. It's like, oh yeah, I can taste the soy sauce. I can taste the ginger. This is sushi. So yeah, I don't think I've eaten anything like super weird. I mean, I just don't think I've been in situations where I've been able to eat something like really crazy.
I haven't gone to like Thailand or anything. So
see, the thing is, I would try stuff if I ever left the country. So
I used to be really picky with my food, but nowadays, like, I'll just like, even when I'm ordering from restaurants that I've constantly ordered from, I'll always be trying something new on the menu. Because
I'm not really that picky.
I just like changing things a lot.
I usually stick with the same things though if I'm ordering from a place that I know.
If I'm at a place I've been to a few times, I definitely will explore the menu. I've tried pretty much every curry on my local Indians menu.
Sorry, Tom, we don't have any more for you. This is the last kind of curry that we have.
But yeah, if I'm going to a new place, if I don't trust them, I'll just order something that I think is safe. Like, you can't fuck up steak and chips, so I'll take steak and chips.
I don't know. I think I do it, especially when I go to places that I haven't been before.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you kind of have to try something new, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay, so 15 minutes into the episode, should we start talking about anime?
No. That's it.
Oh, are we done?
Yeah, we're done.
Okay.
Well, that's been the Anime Abroad podcast. Thanks for listening.
Ravi, I think we could probably fit in like an hour of me and you trying to just convince Cassie to watch Shokugeki no Soma.
It's not really, like, you don't have to convince me that it's good.
Hard.
It's that...
I've shown her an episode.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good.
I watched a bit of it in Liverpool. Like, I want to watch it, but putting aside time and putting it before other things.
Yeah, it's a 2-season. It's a 24 episode show as is. And
and there's more coming.
It'll probably be one of those things that I just sit down and kind of watch one day, like I did with.
It's probably just like one of those things that you can watch like every couple months.
Cassie, you're thinking of Durara, right?
No, I don't know why I can't think of the name right now. That Noragami, that's it.
Ah, right.
A couple weeks ago, I just sat down and watched all of it.
You watched all of Durara in one sitting, right?
Yeah, that was like an emotional experience.
I mean, I feel like you could do the same with Shokugeki no Soma. It's so digestible.
Yeah, but it is.
I don't think I'm gonna lay on my back and stare at the roof for like 2 hours after watching.
I just made a food pun. I made an accidental pun.
I didn't pick up on that one.
No, I didn't pick up on it either until it was out of my mouth.
We are all really slow.
Oh.
Okay, so let's just jump right into it. I mean, you two were on the AniChart podcast, so I didn't get a chance to listen to that or really check AniChart at all. So
To be fair, I don't think many people wanted to listen to it.
Podcast.
So I kind of just started off doing my usual thing of trying to watch at least a little bit of everything, and then just by the time I decided to watch my 7th show, I just gave up and stopped watching stuff because holy shit, there's a lot of good anime this season.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't even know about that. There's a lot of watchable anime.
See, like, what I said was because last season gave us fucking Grimgar and Erased, and those were both, like, phenomenal for me. So I can't really call anything great so far this season because nothing's, like, meeting that standard that I have right now. Like, just coming off of last season.
Yeah, but we're only at episode 1, so...
Yeah.
Like, last season was a couple of shows that were amazing, and then the rest of it was decidedly mediocre.
Yeah,
this
that's true.
Everything seems like...
Yeah, that's actually really true.
I know, I've got like 4 shows at least this season I think are great so far.
There are some that I say have... Like, thinking back to last season, I would agree. For me, Grimgar and Erased were the highlights, but I didn't think much of those shows at all after episode 1. Grimgar, like, surprised me, but I wasn't, like, super on board until, like, episode 4 or something.
I think I was, like, super on board 2 minutes
until, like, after episode 12. I was like, okay, that happened.
Yeah, I feel like Grimgar could be really hit and miss for people.
Yeah,
like, I can understand people disliking it.
The speed of the series is just... Some people want something quick, you know? Some people don't want something...
It might have been like how I watched it as well, because I watched it pretty much all together rather than spaced out week by week.
Yeah. So, I've just got AniChart open. I'm going to just yell out if you see something
just
you've watched.
Go to the first show that you've watched. Mine was Boku no Hero.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that one, actually.
Oh, Boku no Hero. Have either of you guys watched episode 2? Because episode 2 is out.
No.
I've got it, but I haven't watched it yet.
Episode 1 was good. And I think a lot of people were just, like, super on board after episode 1. I was kind of like... I was on board, but I wasn't, like, jazzed. I wasn't like, okay, this is
I'm on board.
I like superhero shit.
At the same time, it seemed like something that would get way too old way too quickly.
I wouldn't agree with that.
Yeah, I don't feel like that either.
I mean, Naruto has like 500.
That's how I feel about Tanaka-kun,
so
but not Boku no Hero.
You know, yeah.
I really hope it's not a Naruto tier show.
No, it doesn't seem like it. But I was going to say, episode 2 is fantastic, really, really good, and I think it's between Boku no Hero and Joker Game for me, for like the things I've really got my eye on. I'm also waiting for Kisneva's episode 2.
Yeah, I can't wait for that.
Because Kisneva really, it's got so much potential, but it's so you can't call it yet. You really can't.
Let's just go through this in order, though, so we don't like get all our ideas out there at once.
I watched going back a few because I watched a little bit of Bakuon, and that was dumb. There's a lot of like gimmick anime this season.
Yeah, I think another name for Bakuon should be Girls, Oons, and Motorcycles.
Oh, that one.
yeah, it's girls on bikes. And they're not even playing card games, which is really disappointing.
Yeah, what the hell? I think you ride a motorcycle without rules and shadow games.
Yeah, well, there's no shadow games in that season.
Okay, well, fuck that then.
No, shadow games was a season 1 thing. There might have been some in GX, I can't remember. But no, it's kind of like the bread anime, where it's a bunch of girls really into one thing. There's another one where there's a bunch of girls that are really into ships. And then there's one where there's a bear, and they're kind of like the gimmick ones that I've seen. Yeah, the bear one actually seems like an anime and not just a gimmick, like the ships, the bikes, and the bread anime.
Alright, wait. So, Boku no Hero. What did you think of the characters so far? Like, the main character seems... I actually like the fact that he's not just like a... Like, you see shows like Evangelion that have like the weak main character protagonist that can't stand up for himself, etc., and will obviously like build some character over the series. But this seemed more like just kind of a straight loser rather than someone who even, I don't know. He seemed to stand out for me compared to other shows.
I would say the thing is episode 1 is kind of part 1 of the, like, really episode 1 is episode 1 and 2, because episode 2 really concludes and opens the show.
Okay.
There's a lot you learn about all of the characters in episode 2. Or I wouldn't say all the characters, but like the 3 main ones that I can see. The hero, the antagonist, or the main character, the antagonist, and
the big hero.
The big hero. Yeah. And actually, I think you get a lot of stuff from those characters that you wouldn't expect from what you see in episode 1. The antagonist, especially, I'm really keeping my eyes on the explosion guy. I don't know. He seems like really atypical for a because he's going to be like the Sasuke role, or for like a, you know what I mean? Yeah. He just seems like really different, you know.
Yeah, he seems kind of like an anti-hero almost.
I mean, well, he's not. He's a villain. He's straight up starts.
Okay. He's straight up a villain.
Well, no, he starts off the series as a straight up villain, and then I think we're going to see him like shift into the partner sidekick kind of role, you know, the number 2 to the main character, like the Killua or the Sasuke. And yeah, he's cool. He's the character that's got me the most interested to see where it goes, because I can kind of tell where the main character's going after episode 2. But episode 2, that's episode 2 for me was a lot better than episode 1, and really just kind of sets the whole tone for what that series is going to be. So yeah, I'd definitely say you two need to get on that.
Yeah. So I guess we can't properly review that episode because that episode.
Yeah, I would say episode 1 and 2 are like a package. Okay. If they could have done a 50-minute first episode like Rakugo did last season, I think that would have played a lot better. But it's fine. It's just, if you can't really make I would not say that you can make a complete first impression without getting to the end of episode 2. Because episode 1 I
wouldn't normally make first impressions off of one episode anyway. I feel like you need like 3.
You can make
except for Super Lovers. Fuck that show. That was bad.
Is that the one in Canada?
Yes.
That's how it's described. The Canadian show.
With the fucking pedophilia.
Oh my god! It's like the Serbian movie. Right. Okay. I guess it's Stray Dogs next.
Yeah.
I'm excited for this one.
That show has style.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's fucking great.
It looks so
I
good.
love it.
Yeah.
It's so quirky.
It is, and it's not like quirky as in.
It's not anime quirky.
No, it is, but it's also
Some of
not.
It definitely has like the anime like qualities, like the zooming in on characters or like enlarging their faces and like a chibi kind of artwork. But I've never seen its kind of humor before.
I really like the 3 main characters' like personalities and interactions. I'm sold on
that. Yeah. No, me too. Actually.
At the same time, it kind of gives off that like oh so random vibe, like oh look at this stupid things that they're doing.
Kind of. I actually think it's not far off Noragami's kind of comedy vibe.
I can kind of see that.
But it's when I say that show's got style, I'm literally just looking at this image, this key visual. I love their costumes. I hadn't actually realized from the way the characters dress. I had not realized it was set in modern day until that kid picks up his cell phone at the start of episode 2.
How did you not realize that?
Well, I guess I just never. It
does kind of feel like it's a bit in the past.
I guess there might have been something I missed in episode 1 and just completely forgot about. But when he picked up the cell phone, I was like, oh wait, this is modern day. I thought this was like Victorian or something.
That's a bit far back, but.
Their clothes are actually very very up to date fashion wise.
Oh, really? I wouldn't
Yeah.
know.
Like
Are they up to date fashion wise for us or for Japan?
for Japan.
Oh, for Japan.
And also partially for us. Like the main character skinny ties definitely. They're like coats.
Fingerless gloves and suspenders. Is that?
That's more of like a J-pop kind of thing.
I guess I could see that. I would not guess that was a modern fashion trend though. That definitely seems more of a vintage look to me.
Well, that's the thing. Like the modern trend is vintage.
I guess.
Like
I guess it must
suspenders are coming back.
Wow, you hear it here first.
I don't know.
Ravi, do you need a fashion segment on this podcast?
Guys, get all your fashion from magazines.
Put all your money on suspenders. Suspenders are back. Buy into suspenders, everybody. Buy.
No, suspenders are already gone.
They crashed. They're gone. It's over. Colorful ties that make noises and light up. That's
next up. Big thing. Google Glass. Everybody's doing it.
Google Glass. Cassie, did you watch any of Blade? I thought you might.
No, I just saw that and I was like, fuck, I gotta find somewhere to watch that. I don't. Maybe I'll check that site you were talking about. Because yeah, I actually want to watch that.
Horrible subs.
Crunchyroll. It might actually be on Crunchyroll. I'll check now.
Yeah, because I actually really watched that.
Yeah,
it is.
I tried a bit of it. But it's kind of like it's just a kid show.
Yeah, I don't expect anything from it. I just
unless it's Yu-Gi-Oh, I really struggle watching those. Anyone else?
Duel Masters.
Anyone else watch anything before Flying Witch? Because
Ravi and I watched Endride.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't finish Endride. Did you guys finish episode 1?
Yeah, I watched episode 1. I haven't seen episode 2 yet.
I didn't know what to think of it.
I told Cassie this. It gave me a serious Del Toro quest vibe, so I really liked it.
I like it so far. Like, there's something I'm gonna keep. I don't think it's gonna be like extraordinary or unique.
No, it's not gonna be
also
that show or anything.
Guy with the blue hair
it's
is
not breaking
fucking,
any boundaries.
His eyebrows bother me so much. Like, it's just the shape of them. It's not okay.
Yeah.
I love how the main character is so weirdly fixated with rocks.
Yeah, no, I thought that was so charming.
I used to do that.
Yeah, me too.
I used to collect precious gems, or like, well, not like expensive ones, but like amethyst and.
Yeah, I used to have a rock collection too.
I had a rock. Yeah, I think a lot of kids had rock collections.
Except he's like cheap. 16 years old.
I mean, I was into way more embarrassing shit than rocks by the time I got to 16. So
like anime.
But
yeah, no, I thought it was adorable.
I dropped it, but
yeah, the only thing I disliked was like near the very end that stupid fucking like dragon cat thing that's
yeah.
That made me cringe.
Also, I don't like the weapon design much overall. I'm kind of disappointed by that.
Like that's like made to sell toys or something.
Yeah, like especially the main character's sword thing. It's fucking gross looking, and I don't know. I like nice fantasy weapons, and so far it's just.
I'm looking at it now. That actually looks awful.
Yeah.
That looks really bad. That looks like it's inflatable. To be
it does. It really does.
And that's why we're selling these inflatable swords.
Something you pick up at a fucking circus or something.
Yeah, it does. It really does. Like you'd hit your older brother with it or like all the way home in the
car. But would you try to swallow that sword at the circus?
I did drop Endride, but I have to admit, out of the kind of the battle school kind of stereotypical shows this season, it seems to have personality. Which you can't often say for shows like that. So
it started off very strong, not in terms of like having a good plot or anything, but like it established the plot very well.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty decent.
There's a known plot.
I think if you're into that kind of show, I think it's definitely it's got to be the standout one of those this season.
Yeah,
there's a lot of like different varieties of show this season. Like
there are actually.
I just realized that. I was like trying to compare it to something, and I was like, actually, like everything's kind of different.
Yeah.
At least the stuff I'm watching.
It's kind of artsy too. Like they're definitely trying new things, like Flying Witch and so on.
Yeah.
Speaking of,
Flying Witch is great.
Flying Witch. I saw that there was a lot of slice of life shows this season, and people were like kind of getting into corners on which ones they liked. And I said, okay, I'll try one. I picked Flying Witch, and I really attached to that first episode.
I like the music a lot.
Yeah,
and I knew I was gonna
there was
like
like constant music. That's what I noticed when I was watching the first episode. I was like, holy shit, this is so good.
That's not even something I normally pick up on.
Yeah, I noticed that with that one.
I don't pick up on music at all, unless it's like Sawano just blaring into my eardrums, like during a fight scene or something. I just do not notice music. But yeah, it's like, I don't know, it has the same kind of really comfy kind of adult feel to it. Adult as in like mature, I guess, not triple X.
But at the same time, it's like
I got the same vibe from it that I got from Barakamon, and Barakamon's probably my all-time favorite slice of life series. Yeah, I'm really interested in watching Flying Witch.
Yeah, it's my second favorite based off of first episodes for this year.
Yeah,
I kind of want to see what perspective it goes into, because like you said, it seems kind of adult, but one of the main characters is like a young girl who's like obviously going to explore her witch powers.
So if I told you, if you didn't know the age of the main character, the witch, what would you guess?
Like 25-ish?
Yeah.
27-ish?
No kidding.
She acts pretty young.
No, she doesn't. I mean,
she does.
I wouldn't say she does.
She doesn't act like childish, but she acts young.
She's naive.
Yeah.
20 is young. 20 is young, Cassie. Like, she could... I expected that character to be like
the way she's all like, oh, yay, I'm making a friend. You know, I gotta get this friend a present. Oh, I don't know. She acts pretty young.
I don't know. I like I say, I could easily see that character being like university. Turns out she's 15. That character does not look 15. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
That's why I said, like, her cousin's fucking... They said that they were the same age, and he's picking up beer from that store. And I'm like, why is this 15-year-old kid buying beer? What's going on?
You know why. I mean, I actually kind of liked the fact that he just, like, ditched them to hang out with his mates. I was like, yo, that's an actual...
That's
actually really cool.
That's a real-life teenager right there. Like, holy shit. We're getting one of those in an anime? Wow.
Yeah, once again, you cannot rely on anime for age.
Yeah, no, you cannot.
I'm just gonna apply my own like standards of age to this show.
Yeah,
like she's 25 now.
I was planning on doing the exact same thing. I was like, okay, these are adults, and I guess I've been spoiled this year so far by how many anime and good like top tier anime we've got, where it's either confirmed or heavily implied that the characters are actually adults and not teenagers.
Yeah.
I really wish there were more of that.
And yeah, I've been calling for this, and usually you get like maybe one or two of these shows a year, you know, like Death Parade or I mean, I'd even count One Punch Man. The fact that One Punch Man is a bunch of like adults is fucking great.
The sidekick is definitely a teenager.
Genos? Nah, I don't know. Maybe. I would say like 8.
Well,
no,
technically
it's not
he's just like newborn, but I think he's like 18, 19.
I would say 18, 19 I could see. But yeah, this season and last season, we've had so many anime with adult characters. It's just been wonderful. It's I would say that's the one thing I would ask for from anime is just move out of high school, please.
Yeah.
But I don't mind. I don't mind going back to high school for Flying Witch. I get the impression it's really not going to be set in a high school much.
It doesn't.
What was the name of it? Where it was two high school kids in their like housing complex. It came out like a few seasons ago, and there was like a really drunk woman, like an old woman, and like there was a kid that came out and hanged out with them, and the main character, like the main love interest, read books.
Oh, that's that show that I was gonna watch.
Isn't that
Baku?
The devil is a part-timer, right?
Wait.
No.
Is it this here? Tom, I'm going to put it in the recording chat. Is it this show? Because I've got this bookmarked and that sounds like it.
Oh, yeah. It is.
Yeah.
I recognize the name when you linked it. Yeah, I don't think there's a single shot of that series in a high school, and most of the characters are adults. So I'm really hoping we're going to get something like this, where it's going to be them around the house, them in town, and not in school.
Yeah, I feel like it's probably going to be that. I don't know.
Yeah. That's what I'm hoping for.
Yeah, I can see it.
I'm just wondering how much they're going into like her like witch powers and shit.
That mandrake, though.
I don't know, like the fact that it's blending so kind of comfortably. Like normally you don't have like a slice of life with magic. I don't know. It's weird to me.
Some do, but not like this.
Yeah.
You know? Definitely not like this. Also, that cat has to talk at some point. We know the cat's okay. We know the cat is sassy because there was a shot of the cat like looking like really exasperated when she said something stupid, which is good. That's step one. Step one is the sassy cat. Step two is the talking sassy cat, and then we've got the Sabrina the Teenage Witch anime. We need it. So that's good. The cat is probably my favorite character so far, just because I can pretend it might be Salem. Has anybody been watching Ace Attorney?
No,
I haven't seen any of it.
Jonas has.
A lot of people seem kind of disappointed by it, and I was like, yeah, I'll give it a pass for now, then, because there's other things.
Why would you have high expectations for the show?
I did kind of have high expectations because I've never played an Ace Attorney game, but I've always been interested. But I kind of heard that the way the show works is that they show you who's the killer, like straight up, and then they work towards it. And I was just like, I'm out. That's not like that's not what I want to watch in a show like that. You know, I want to like try and work it out as we go.
That takes away all the mystery.
I don't know, maybe. Huh. It could still work. It's just not the kind of show I'd want to watch.
It'd be like if they did like Danganronpa and they showed the murder before they figured it out.
In the TV show, yeah, obviously in the game.
Or if they did Clannad and she died and that's what happened.
Crabby.
I watched a little bit of High School Fleet. That's the next gimmick show. This one, I don't know what it's called in the Japanese title. I'm just reading off AniChat here, but like among the slice of life enthusiast crowd that Jonas is part of on Twitter, this show seems to be very popular. I just want to have absolutely nothing to do with it. So yeah, this show is not for me. I don't know if either of you guys checked this one out.
I looked at the picture and I said no.
Yeah,
that's more or less what I did.
So I mean, if you're into garbage slice of life stuff like Euphonium.
Tom, we don't want to lose members here.
No, I'm sorry. I couldn't help myself. He's not even here, and I have to have a go. If you like slice
you want to talk about gate?
No, I'm good, thanks. No, this show could be up some people's alley, I guess. I just see it as like a gimmick slice of life cute show.
You seem so like resigned and exasperated by that. Like,
no.
I can't believe people like this shit.
I mean, part of me does think that, but then I did genuinely enjoy K-On! And I understand the appeal. It just doesn't appeal to me very much.
I'll just bring up Cross Ange every time you're bitching about stuff.
I mean, Cross Ange is not slice of life. That's one thing. That's one good thing I can say about it. It's a lot of
things that you bitch about.
It is. It really is. 100 is a completely joyless, like soulless, battle school bullshit anime.
That's what I expected.
If you can eat that shit up,
every time I look at the tags and it says ecchi and harem, I go no.
Yeah, more or less.
This was the one that we called Infinite Stratos 3.
Yeah, so you can leave that one, I'm sure. Joker game, I think
the new JoJo.
Yeah. God,
I still need to watch the first JoJo.
This is the gayest JoJo I've seen yet. I don't watch JoJo, but I'm kind of immersed in the culture of JoJo, just being like around people that like anime. And this JoJo looks so gay. Like, look at his costume. Holy shit.
My brother's been watching JoJo. He's like slowly working his way towards the newest season.
To be fair, like how gay JoJo looks is most of the reason why I'd actually be interested in starting it, because at some point,
it's just so ridiculous.
At some point, I need to get someone who really likes JoJo on the podcast and just sit them down and have them explain to me what the fuck JoJo is, because looking at it from the outside, it just doesn't make sense.
Well, have you seen any of it?
I haven't seen any of it. I've seen the memes. I've seen the memes.
Yeah.
And the memes just like, I just don't understand, like, what's the context for this? And I look at the characters and I'm just like, people love this series, like genuinely adore it. And I could understand. I
feel like I would love it.
Yeah. I think I probably would like it as well.
I know, the next time I'm ordering books, I'm going to start getting the manga for it and start there. But because there's no way I'm ever going to get through all the anime. I'm just not going to catch up on that. I know I won't.
The original JoJo is about 6, 7, 8 episodes. I watched the first 2, and they are fucking hilarious. So I have no doubts that JoJo is at that level or higher.
I think, like with Hunter x Hunter, it's just so ubiquitous that I'm just going to have to watch it at some point. But Hunter x Hunter, I could understand looking at it from the outside. In fact, not only could I understand it, it looked really appealing. JoJo, it just doesn't make sense to me. Like, I guess I'm just going to have to watch it to understand why people love it so much. But looking at it from the outside, it's just so bizarre.
Think of it this way: like when you're watching Dragon Ball Z as a kid, and your parents walk into the room.
Yeah.
They're like, "What the fuck is this?"
I remember getting weird looks from my mom for watching that.
Joker Game. Who's watching Joker Game?
I
watched the first 2 episodes,
but I haven't even seen the first episode yet. I started it, and then I was like, I'm not in the mood for this. The OP is good.
The first episode was bad.
The OP is so good. The OP is really good. It's almost not fair for Joker Game that Kisneva exists, because the Joker Game OP is actually fucking top tier.
I really liked it, but that's all I watched.
Ravi, did you say you've seen episode 1?
I've seen episode 1 and 2.
Okay. What do you think then? After episode 2,
first episode was shit. The main character seemed annoying and unnecessary and completely out of place. By the second episode, the end of it, I was actually really happy that he was the main character and that we're going to see more of him.
I agree, because it seems like there's no origin story here. We're getting dropped in like the main character. We're getting dropped in when all of these spies are like masters of their art.
Exactly.
So we kind of need to kind of go through the learning process with somebody. And the main character was extremely heavy-handed in the first episode. It rubbed some people the wrong way. And some people had major concerns after the first episode. I was a lot more on board with it. Because
at the end of the first episode, he was ready to kill himself, and I was wholeheartedly
Go for it, buddy.
Please.
I just want to start like kind of shimmy us along a little bit quicker, because we've got a lot of shows to talk about and we're like 45 minutes already.
Yeah, but we spent like 20 minutes talking about food.
we did do that.
Yeah.
We did not watch all these shows for sure.
No, we're doing okay for time, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
I remember during the chart recording, we actually like had about half of it left, and it went so much faster.
Yeah. The best thing about Joker Game by far is the smirks. Oh, I can't get enough. I cannot get enough.
I actually smirk when I see the smirk, because I'm like, oh, something's happening.
And they're all smirking. Everybody's smirking. It's just like it's kind of like in a shonen when like the tide of battle changes direction. It's like, oh, I'm gonna power up now and I'm gonna beat you up. That's what the smirks signify. Like, when
I know what kind of collage I'm making this season. I'm gonna cap every fucking smirk when I get into this.
Oh, please do. There's so many smirks. And the main character as well. Oh, not the main character. The main spy, the kind of like red-haired guy. His face is perfectly engineered for smirking. It's like so good, so it's good.
Like the face you want to punch over and over.
Oh yeah, he's like the guy you love to hate. Love it. I love it. I think Joker Game is the show I'm the most into so far, and it's kind of unfair because it's just so my thing. It's so up my alley that it kind of, even if it's not great, I'm still going to be really into it because I love like World War II spy stuff. I fucking love it. Yeah. I love the aesthetic, and I kind of just like that kind of. I love the mind games in anime. Like,
it's that. Can we just point out that the atmosphere is captured perfectly?
Yeah,
in World War II Japan.
It's done pretty well so far.
I've seen, or at least it's a good mimic of how cinematic representations of it are in Japan are. Because I've seen a few films of like World War II being portrayed in Japanese film, and this captures it almost like as if it was a recording just translated into drawing.
Yeah. There's some of that stuff in Rakugo. It's very briefly touched over. So it's kind of cool that we're getting more historical stuff. I mean, usually I skip historical stuff because it's more like josei, is that the word? For like basically just made for women, but not for young women. I can't remember what the word is. I think it's josei. Anyway, usually it's not like mass market appeal, you know what I mean? It's usually kind of niche appeal. But yeah, no, Joker Game is just my thing. It's what I want. And I have to admit, Joker Game probably isn't going to be the best in any category, but I think I can say that Joker Game it's got to be in my top 3 at the end of this.
It's going to be enjoyable. Yeah,
for sure. So there's a lot of bullshit we can skip over here. Kizneva, here we go.
I'm putting it all on this show. I swear to God.
Are you all in?
I'm all in on this.
I have not
show.
Watched it.
I have never wanted the next episode. Like, I can't remember the last time I wanted to just sit and fucking watch something this badly. Like last season, I was content waiting week to week. I just want to fucking see this show.
I'm with you. I'm actually with you on that. I don't know what it is about Kizneva that's got me so hyped. Well, I do. It's the OP. Ravi, have you seen the Kizneva OP?
No.
God, you should.
I've gone on record multiple times at this point. It is my favorite OP in anime history by a considerable margin. And I knew that on my first watching as well. Like, I was so... I was just like, at the end of that, I was just like, yeah, this is it. This is the best OP I've ever seen.
Yeah, I related when I was watching it. And the song sounds like that other song I can't remember the fucking name of, but it's still pretty good. Yeah, that one.
Take on Me.
It sounds exactly like it in so many ways.
It's like a more electro, kind of a bit drum and bassy Take on Me.
Yeah.
But the visuals are fucking gorgeous. And
the characters.
Okay, so usually we're going to spend more time talking about the OP than the actual show, aren't we? I'm fine with this. Usually, like, when I get attached to an OP, I usually listen to it way more than I watch it. But Kizneva, I'm watching it. I'm not listening to it. The song's okay. It's not amazing. It's the whole package. Like, it could be a...
Tom, you're cutting out.
Yeah, we'll have to wait a second here.
Yeah.
There, you're back.
Oh, perfect.
Oh, am I back?
Yeah, you're back.
Yeah.
Okay. What was the last thing you heard me saying?
Normally when you watch an OP, or normally you listen to an OP, but this one you watch.
Yeah. The whole package is so good. I actually think it could be a music video. You know, like on TV music video. It looks absolutely gorgeous. And it's not just like the cool visuals, like the cool kind of abstract visuals. They look great. But also the snapshots of each character we see are
There's so much personality. Like,
yeah.
I love it.
Those scenes when they're all in the triangles, it's so few frames of animation, but they manage to convey so much personality for each character. It's a masterclass. It really is. I mean, obviously, I say it's the best anime OP I've ever seen for a reason, you know?
I'm liking it more and more every time I watch it. Like, at first I was like, yeah, like, it was phenomenal and great, but I don't know if it's the best. And now I'm like, oh, it's really good.
I mean, like I say, it's not going to be like a Dimension W or a Death Parade where I listen to it like 100 times in the background. It's I literally like almost every day I click. I have it in a tab. Lay your hands on me on YouTube. I have it on a tab, and I just watch it as HD as I can get it. I just watch it and I just stare at it. And it's
the night after I watched that episode for the first time, I like went back and I was like pretty drunk at this point. And I swear to God, I just replayed it like 15 times, and I was like, "This is amazing."
Yeah. The show's good too.
Yeah.
I mean, I am a huge, unbiased and unapologetic fan of Studio Trigger. That studio has really won my heart over by the stuff they put out so far, and just the way they handle their business as well. Or, well, not their business, I don't know that, but the way that, like, the shows they make are so different. And this also seems to be like along those same lines. So I was already willing to love this show, but it's got so much potential. It really does.
Yeah, I think it was this one in my yoga, or however you pronounce that I was really looking forward to at the beginning of the season, just looking at them. So one of those worked out.
Yeah, I'm really excited. I'm excited to see where Kids Navy goes, but I'm also really worried.
Like the first episode
is a very dangerous word.
The first episode actually didn't seem like a whole lot. It just kind of set it up, and it was like,
it's the premise up. The one thing I'm worried about though is how long are we gonna have to wait for Purple Guy? Because
that's what I said. I was like, "Fuck, where is he?"
In the preview for the next episode, he's not in it either. He's not in the preview,
looks so chill.
Yeah, he does, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, well, moving on.
Moving on to
Attack on Trains.
Attack on Trains. I mean, Attack on Trains is such a perfect name for it, and I see everybody using it. I think we might as well just stick with Attack on Trains as the official name.
Formerly called Kotetsujo no Kabaneri, or Kabaneri of the Iron Fortress.
Yeah, Kabaneri of the Iron Fortress.
Iron Fortress is a really great word. Not word, but you know what I mean, like title.
Yeah.
But
still bitter when I was trying to find the torrent for it. And I was like, did they use the English name or something? And Ravi was like, no. And I was like, what the fuck, Ravi? It literally says, of the Iron Fortress.
Look, the first word did not have the English version.
It took me like 10 minutes scrolling through horrible subs going, what the hell?
Have you guys watched this?
I haven't yet.
No.
Episode 1, bit lukewarm on it. It ends really well. It ends with kind of like an Attack on Titan style fuck yeah kind of moment. But yeah, holy shit, it's so Attack on Titan-y.
I wonder why.
And not even the fact that it's the same studio or the same director, just the same premise. Like, it's not exactly the same premise, but it's very similar. It is very similar.
It's just trains.
Yeah, even like the steampunk aspects of it. You know that Attack on Trains is a name very well earned. Let's say it that way. So obviously it's going to be massively under Attack on Titan's shadow, and I really doubt it has the ability to rise above that.
That's unfortunate, really.
Well, I mean, it dug its own hole. I'm not gonna feel a bad thing. For it.
It can still be really good in its own right. Like
it will be enjoyable. I can almost guarantee it will be enjoyable, but it will never be able to escape the shadow of Attack on Titan when it's literally dug its own hole. You know, yeah. So it's going to have that against it, like the whole way through it. But you should. I'll still enjoy it. You know, it'll still be a fun ride, but it's not going to be Attack on Titan. It's not. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to wait for season 2 for more of that, I think. So there's a bear in this anime. What's up with that?
Kumamiko.
You didn't like this one, did you, Tom?
Okay, I can see why
it's no longer the good opinion for you.
It's a kind of slice of life
the whole way through.
It's a kind of slice of life, and it's a kind of comedy that really doesn't grab my attention.
I love it.
That's the only thing I can say against it. Some of the comedy I kind of appreciated, but I don't know. Maybe I just wasn't in the right mood. I don't particularly like the gimmick of the bear either.
I love the bear. I love the bear so much. You have no idea. I was like bouncing up and down in my chair watching the OP, like, oh my god, this is
fucking hilarious.
I don't want to ruin anyone else's fun with this show because I can absolutely see why people would love this show, and they absolutely should. It's just, unfortunately, it's not
the second
doing
episode,
anything for me.
The bear fucking sends her to go buy heat tech from Uniqlo. Like, I can't even process that in words. How is that an anime?
Yeah, it's great.
I'm gonna watch every single episode of it.
And then I'm gonna go back and finish Kokiri-san.
Oh my god. Don't remind me.
God, that show was like I don't know why I never finished it because I had no reason to stop watching it, and I loved every fucking moment.
I only watched like 4 episodes.
I think I watched 8.
4 great episodes.
I don't think I've ever laughed so hard watching something. No, actually, Daily Loves of High School Boys. That's the hardest I've laughed watching something.
Yes. I also love Gekon Shoujo.
I think the hardest I've laughed is like the first episode of Grisaya. First
Really?
2 episodes of Grisaya. Yeah.
Really?
It was just because it was so unexpected.
Yeah, it was really good.
I made the jokes in my head and then I saw them coming out of the character's mouth. That never happens in anime because my
and then you were rewatching it and it happened again.
Yeah. I did. I rewatched it and I was just like, yeah, that's my boy. That's my boy. He says
He's
what I'm
such a great
thinking.
character. And like the end's great too because you just get his like internal monologue the entire time.
Oh, I do think I should try the VN at some point. Hopefully, it comes to Steam.
It is on Steam.
Is it like very
It is on
sarcastic?
Steam.
It's censored
There
though,
you
so
go.
I'd go buy it off. I don't know what the site is.
Can't you just like patch them on Steam?
I haven't found a patch for it yet, and it actually does remove some content. It's probably not too much. It's mostly noticeable for Amane, and you don't like her anyway. But
which one's that? Is that the redhead girl?
yeah, the redhead.
Oh no, she's fine. It's just
okay.
her arc. I wasn't like.
Oh,
it's
that's
like the
right.
whole.
That's what it was.
It's the school bus arc that I wasn't particularly interested in. The character's great.
Because I think her route's the one that gets hit the most with all the cut content. But
I like the school bus arc the most.
yeah, I feel like most people should have.
I mean, it was okay. It was okay. I think actually, out of all of the girl stories, it probably was the best. It's just that I just wanted all of that show to be him in school. We're going to be doing a Grisaya episode. We really should cut back on this.
Right. So
yeah. Are we going to Mayo?
yeah, that's the next thing I've got.
Mayoiga?
So when does everybody die? Like,
I only watched the first episode, and I wish it only had 1 episode.
I've watched 2. I wish the bus driver actually did it.
Nobody's no kidding. Nobody's died yet at the end of the second episode, so I mean people are gonna die, right?
That's fucking disappointing.
Like people have to die. There's no
confirmed?
way this entire fucking cast is living the entire time. And there's only like 3
Like a mass
characters that I
extinction.
remotely like, so they probably won't be the ones to die.
I mean Killer Bee's already gone off and done some diddling shit with that girl, so
Yeah,
I think it's starting to kick off. But yeah,
if this cast was like the Noah's Ark.
Oh my god, can you imagine?
These are the people that were saved.
God. Yeah,
How
I don't know.
fucking terrible would that
Like,
be?
I don't hate it. Like, you know how last season I watched Divine Gate and I was like, this is trash? It's not, like, that bad.
Oh,
and
no,
I
it's
actually
not
want to
that
watch
bad.
more. Like, I might
me
even
too.
like it, but I hate the characters so fucking much.
I don't think I can stand it, so I'm not going to.
The main character is so cringy, it makes me want to, like, hurt myself.
Cassie, do you see yourself in the main character?
No! Like, he's just frustrating to watch exist.
He's I've actually theorized he has to be some form of like he has to have Asperger's or something.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, I mean, no sensible writer can write a character that fucking spurgy and not give it a reason. Holy shit! Like, I mean, some of the stuff, like, if they actually came out and said that this character has a condition, then it would be endearing. Otherwise, it's just obnoxious.
Yeah,
because
it's just the fact that he's the main character too, so I have to fucking deal with it.
Yeah, because mental illness is so rarely touched upon in anime. You would just assume. True, but way less than Western media, though.
Yeah.
I mean, like the main character in Homeland's bipolar. You know, that's like a huge TV show.
I've never heard of it.
It's just not. You've never heard of... Okay.
Wow. Okay.
But yeah, so I would assume, unless they otherwise state that this character has a condition, I would assume he doesn't. I would assume it's terrible writing. But if he did have a condition, then it kind of would make sense. It would be very heavy-handed, but it would make sense and it would be endearing. So I think I'm just going to go forward with that as my headcanon. And
technically, they all have a condition. It's called delusions.
Maybe he'll die
it's
next
called
episode.
being an asshole.
Oh, hey, episode 3's
Delusions of
actually.
grandeur.
Oh, is it?
As long as Grumpy Eyebags dude doesn't die, I'm cool.
Yeah. I want
And
Lion
I
to be
actually
as
like
edgy
Jack,
as
too.
possible. Is that the
The fucking edgy kid, he's
Chinibia.
hilarious. And then he's a fucking 15-year-old edgelord wearing Crocs. I don't know, it's just, I love this character so fucking much.
So there's a character called Soy Latte as well. I love that.
Yeah,
and Wankero or whatever his name is.
yeah, and in the OP it just says wank. Because his like head covers up the
knows.
rest of the name.
It knows.
Yeah, it'll probably have its moments.
The next one I watched was Sakamoto.
Same.
Okay, I watched ReZero for a bit.
Oh, I got that one, but I can't bring myself to watch it. Should I, Tom?
Don't watch Konosuba. It's literally Konosuba but bad. No, it's literally Konosuba. It's a guy who just like without much. He's even wearing a tracksuit. Like, yeah.
Is he from Poland?
I mean, that would make the show better. No, I don't know. I feel like I've seen some positivity for this show, like floating around, but I just watched it and I immediately tuned out. I just don't want any more of this kind of series. I feel like last season we had the epitome of this type of series at both ends of the scale in Grimgar and Konosuba. Grimgar being the epitome of the serious version and Konosuba being the epitome of the non-serious version. And I'm done. I've seen it. Like, you're not going to get better than either of those. So why would I watch another show like this? You know what I mean? Yeah. No, I dropped it pretty quickly. But yeah, let's go on to Sakamoto.
Okay. It wasn't as funny as some of the other shows, but it was still pretty funny. It was pretty funny.
It had like really good moments.
Yeah.
It was okay, but holy shit, that's
myself watching this for fun.
It's going to get old so quick. Like, I thought this would be a short anime. And then I started episode 1 and it was like 22 minutes and I was like, oh, there's no way they're going to be able to make a full season.
Yeah, I can see it losing
without a plot.
a bit of charm.
See,
but
if it was a short anime, like, what was it?
I can't understand
I
what
can't understand. Yeah. If it was a short anime like that, I would be on board. But nope. It's going to, yeah. God knows where they're going to go with it.
What they're going to do, because there's clearly no plot in the first episode.
no, there's no way this is going to have a plot.
I mean, it would be really just fucking hilarious if every single episode was just skits and the same premise.
That's kind of what I'm
just
expecting.
him being cool.
Like, I don't know what else they'd really do with it.
But like, how
I
bad
guess
would
it'll
that
be like a
be?
very
By like episode,
episodic thing, like a manga, like the manga would be. It's like a direct, like.
yeah, I mean, it kind of feels like something you would get in like it would be like underneath Garfield, you know, in like the newspaper. That's how basic the fucking premise is.
See, you're not even wrong.
Also, I still think he looks like a gender-bent Bayonetta.
Oh, he does actually.
Yeah.
Wow.
He even has the
That's
mole.
fucking spot on, Cassie. Oh, that actually makes me like the show more. Oh, that's so brilliant. Okay, if you're struggling to enjoy Sakamoto, just picture him as gender bent Bayonetta and everything becomes better.
I don't know why you'd struggled. At least the first episode, I feel like you'd enjoy. Most people would, anyway.
Yeah, I got like well in, like over halfway into the first episode, and I was already bored of the premise by that point. So, I mean, I hear there's like a bee fight or something that's pretty funny.
Oh, that was pretty good.
But I think I can survive without seeing a bee fight scene. So
my favorite part was when the guy was like, "I'm gonna put this as my background."
Yeah, I think I'll make this my wallpaper. Yeah.
Okay, there's a few here that I want to touch on that I doubt any of us watched fully. Cerberus, kind of like I said, it's pretty much what I said for 100. Kind of soulless, kind of joyless. It's what you've seen a million times.
Yeah, I think that was
now.
one I was like thinking of getting, and then I was like, maybe not.
I'll stick with Enride. Out of all of them, Enride has by far the most personality. Shonen Maid is something that Jonas seemed quite
I think
into.
it looks pretty cute. I'm probably gonna pick it up. I've got the first episode, but again, I haven't watched it.
I don't like the eyes at all.
Really?
Looking at it there.
Huh.
Yeah. On the kids, the grown-ups look fine. The grown-ups look good, actually. But the kids, especially the middle one, is no. But then it's an animation. It's not a fucking slideshow, you know. It might look fine in the actual series. Exorcist also fell pretty flat. Not my kind of thing at all. Pretty gross. Super Lovers, Cassie.
Just don't even fucking bother. Like, just it.
So this is a show about Canada.
This is the first anime set in Canada, and this is what you get, Cassie.
Thanks, Japan.
So I have to ask: is it literal pedophilia?
Like, no. I think it's supposed to be kind of like heartwarming, but it's not.
How?
It's creepy and weird.
What is their relationship?
Okay, so they are Japanese, but they're living in Canada, and he's like going to visit his mother, the one with the grayish hair, I guess. And his mother adopted this Japanese kid. Apparently, he's wandering around Canada, so fucking take him in.
Really fuckable Japanese boy.
And he's like a fucking feral child. He fucking lives in the woods with these dogs half the time. And, like, he's trying to, like, tame him or something. I don't know what.
So you're saying nobody knows he exists?
Why?
It's a victimless crime.
Why is the word lovers in the title?
Because...
I'm just trying to work a defense here for this show to
there
be
is
anything
no
other.
the show. This is
the
a
big
boy
point for me
show.
where I was like, fuck this.
Pedophilia.
Like, where it crossed the line from being just sort of creepy to just, like, fuck off. He literally, like, kisses the kid on the mouth. And he's like, isn't that what you do in this country? And I was like, fuck off. What?
Yeah, in this country, you kiss all the little boys on the mouth.
Like... and it's not, like, a parent-child relationship. Like, no, you don't do that.
When Trump gets elected... We're going to send all of our pedophiles to Canada.
And all of your little boys. Oh my god.
I don't know, it was dumb. It wasn't even like kind of like funny bad. It was, yeah.
I mean, is there a demand for this? I mean, Boku no Pico exists, and that's like literal pedophilia. But like,
this is just pederasty.
Yeah, I don't know, like, how far this is gonna go or what it's doing. Like, I don't, like, really want to put the time in to find out. I'm just gonna assume it's disgusting. Like,
I mean, it's got... I'm looking at the tags. It says romance on the tags.
Yeah. And if you watch the PV, it looks very, very, very creepy. Like, I don't know how far they're going with this.
And I watched the PV, and it was... not fun.
Yeah. Joking aside... This kind of shit genuinely fucking disgusts me.
Yeah, that's...
Why the fuck is this even allowed?
I know, that's what I'm thinking. Like, how can this be legal? Like, I mean, okay, I get freedom of speech and stuff, I get that, but I don't see what cultural value this has. I mean... How
can a respectable anime studio, like Studio Dean, make it worse?
See, and that's why I thought, like, the title and the picture were, like, a joke when I saw that months ago. I was like, you know, it won't actually be that Yeah, I know, it really is.
I don't want to... I'm not standing for Japan to censor shit like this. I think that's not fixing the problem. I think Japan should grow the fuck up. This is not good. You shouldn't be making something like this. I mean,
this isn't how you raise your population.
You shouldn't need a law that tells you not to make pedophile anime. You should just not do it. Like, God damn it. Should we move on?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's-
It's just yeah, the fact that it's not a joke and it's like kind of serious. That's what made it so creepy and weird. It's like this isn't some cute little show. It's
literally a romance,
yeah.
and it's like starting off with the romance like aspects.
Yeah. I don't know.
So
I don't want to get bummed out because this is a really good season. And,
no, Super Lovers ruined the entire fucking season. It's over, boys. Go home.
I think Super Lovers will probably be the worst thing that's happened to anime this year.
Or in a while.
Yeah, in a while. I mean,
is also
I can get mad. I can get mad at like bad anime.
Bad. Super Lovers is just
Super Lovers
wrong.
isn't yeah, exactly. Super Lovers isn't bad. It's fucking criminal. It's disgusting.
All right, moving on to the most exciting show of the season.
I've been told to watch. I've been told to watch this a lot. Should I pick this up? Is it that good?
I think I'm gonna drop it because I really like the first episode.
It's worth a try.
Yeah, I'd say it's worth watching, but like I'm probably gonna drop it just because I don't know if I want 12 episodes of this. It was cute, but fuck, I don't really want to watch a lazy kid.
I watched it when I was like right before bed, as I was like drifting off into sleep, and it seemed perfect for that atmosphere. Like it was just like not exhausting to watch, just like a good slice of life in that sense. Like there's nothing going on, so you can just like watch it. And
there's literally nothing going on.
Go do something else.
So, what is it? I mean, okay, I'm looking at the characters. The characters look great in that visual. The art style looks fantastic.
Art style is actually splendid.
Yeah,
and it's very comfortable, and the music is
good. I love it. That's a brilliant word to use. Go on.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing else to like say about it because it really didn't do anything.
Right.
The characters definitely have personality, except for the main character who was. Oh, okay, I guess that's a way. That's kind of a personality. He might have some form of anemia.
Looking at it, it seems like another series that should have been a short form.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like everything you were saying with Sakamoto is kind of how I felt about it.
Yeah. I might check it out. I might actually give it a chance. Looking at this,
it's definitely worth a try.
Yeah, I would definitely say to watch it, but yeah, it's something that I'm going to end up dropping probably to keep up with other things because it's just I don't know if there's a point to it.
That's what it seems like.
Before we move on, because I think we've kind of reached the end of the list here. Mm-hmm. Before we move on, that visual for Ushio Totoro 2 makes me want to pick that show back up so much. I'm not even kidding. It is the most.
That is metal.
Yeah, I was just gonna say
it really is. Have you seen the OP for season 1? Watch the OP for season 1. It's so fucking rock and roll. It's so good. It's so good, and it's old school as well. It's like a really old school manga. Ushio Totoro is just really feel good. I need to pick that back up.
All right, Cassie, tell us how Terraformers is.
I haven't started watching it.
I've
been downloading it and looking at the files going,
Okay, so you have, for some undiscernible reason, you have rewatched Terraformers Season 1.
I rewatched the entire thing when episode.
Why? This is a show that after you described it and after you described how much you hated it, we voted for it to be one of the best comedy anime of 2014. Why would you rewatch it, Cassie?
I'm a fucking masochist. I don't know. I don't know, Tom.
You're gonna complain about like having to drop other shows that are.
Did you miss Adolf that much?
Because you're like wasting time watching
Adolf. Oh my.
Yeah, fuck Adolf. I think that's been said quite a few times.
God, I hated him even more
that's
rewatching it.
That's a pretty popular opinion. Fucking Adolf. Am I right?
Yeah, I'll watch it eventually. It'll probably be terrible.
Yeah. I was wondering if there was any short form, any short series that I was watching. There is, Space Patrol Loloco is pretty.
Jonas really liked it.
It's good. It's very Trigger. Like, Kisneva isn't Trigger. Like, the only scene in Kisneva that I actually thought was Trigger at all was the elevator scene. Like, the kind of trippy elevator scene with those mascots, like, dancing around in the disco ball. Other than that, it feels like it feels like its own story. Luloko is so fucking trigger it hurts, but it hurts good. I mean, it's not like Ninja Warrior or whatever it was called, Ninja Slayer, where it was too trigger and it was like just garbage because they went too deep. They went way too deep with that series.
They went full trigger.
Yeah, they did. They went full trigger. You never go full trigger. Luloko is about 60% trigger. If Kill the Kill was like 75% trigger, Luluko's like 60 to 70% trigger.
Whatever the fuck that means.
This is why I love Studio Trigger so much, is because holy shit, that is a studio with a fucking personality. Like I didn't realize that Luloko was trigger. Like when I was watching it, I just knew. Like 2 seconds in, I was looking at it and I fucking knew that this is trigger. Like I love that. I love that there's a studio out there with that like clearly identifiable fingerprint that you can just know by looking at it. You can just know it's them. Mostly because it looks like a Flash cartoon, but
yeah, that style is very distinctive.
I mean, to be fair though, Kisneva looks gorgeous, doesn't it? It looks so good. I guess it's the first thing from them that actually really does look good. I mean, Kill the Kill was very stylish and looked cool at moments, but didn't like visually wasn't really like, it wasn't a high fidelity series. Kisneva looks gorgeous. So yeah, I guess they finally got the money in the bank to flex their muscles. So yeah, does that wrap it up?
Yeah,
I think so.
I got nothing else to say.
We didn't miss anything, did we? I mean, between us, I think we watched a lot of episode 1s, but
yeah, actually,
I guess we're all watching the same
I didn't think we were
stuff.
going to be able to talk about much based off of only episode 1s, but we sure did. Yeah, that's
well, yeah, you can absolutely make an opinion after an episode 1. Absolutely. And hopefully this episode won't be up so late that it's completely irrelevant. So, I think this episode should be up around the time most episode 3s are coming out. So not bad by our standards.
That's pretty fucking good by our standards. Normally we're like 2 months late.
It is, yeah. Okay, so thanks everybody for listening to another episode of the Anime Abroad podcast. I have hosted this episode, and I'm Tom, and I was joined by Cassie.
See you next time.
And I was joined by Ravi.
Have a good one.
All right, see you, folks.